The following preview has been approved for appropriate audience. Motion pictures created by BytesCrafter. Watching videos is advised. Visit our website for more videos. www.bytescrafter.weebly.com.
Welcome guys! Once again, my name is Caesar from PHP. Today, our tutorial is all about coding PHP, the continuation of coding PHP and accessing the database in the C# script. So, here, we are done with this set value, user database underscore set value.php. So, if you are first time seeing this part 3 of the video, please watch the part 4 of the video. Please watch the part 3 because I have an explanation with this server variable and this authentication value. So in the check value, or it can be used in the login or authentication. So in the C#, here is the authentication. So it's the same, establishing a connection, but in variable we should pass a variable to the SQL server called a username and a password, and has a key has a key called the check underscore username, and a password called a password key called the check underscore password. Then we will start a query. Then we should establish a SQL, select, capital select, and then the password. This is the data that we want to get from the user info, where username is equal to the username that we pass. So it will only get a column here. It will only get this column which is equal to the username that we pass. For example, we pass a username called Psychos. It will only get the column here, the data in this column called the password. So to continue, I'm sorry for that. To continue, so we declare a new variable called result to check if the connection with the SQL was a success or not. So we should check the connection. If it was failed, return echo. Echo means debug.log error in C#. It will return failed string. Else, if it was a success, it should continue. So here is the result. Variable result is equal to MySQL I query connection SQL, this SQL that we made. If there was a result, continue. If there was no result, failed, return failed. So if so we start with the MySQL I num rows with the variable result to get the result. If it is greater than 0, it means that there is a column with which correspond to the username. For example, I pass a Psychos, and if it is greater than 0, then there is a username called Psychos here. So it will return incorrect or success. Now after this, while row is equal to MySQL I underscore fetch underscore associate with the result, if it is equal, continue. And then another if and else statement. If row password, the password that we get, is equal to the password that the C# inputs the C# sent to the PHP. If it is equal, success. So authentication was a success. Username and a password does exist to the database. If the password is incorrect, so it will return incorrect. While if the result is less than 0 or equal to 0, the username is unknown. It is not on the database. So let's check. No, before we check, here in the C# script, we have the public void authenticate. So I did separate the primary method. I made the primary method an enumerator because, as earlier I explained, that we need to yield return database. Sorry. It basically say wait for the database to be downloaded or completed before getting the text or before getting the result. So here we have the public void user underscore authenticate, start a coroutine, and the name of the enumerator. So here I made a simple if and else statement because we have two input fields, the username and a password, and a result. If username input field and password input field is not equal to empty, continue, send the data, check the data. If it is not, it will return insufficient inputs. So here, check result. So upon pressing the button log in, check database. So if it is online, it will wait, and I think it is 1 to 3 seconds. So we have to, moving on, we have to make a www form and establish a server. Establish a server method is like making a new www form and having the input of the server name, username, password, database, and key code, and return it as a www form. That's why we have here a check form, a www form is equal to establish server. So we need to add, because we have here the post username and password, we need to add the key username, check underscore username, and the check underscore password, and the value of that username here, the value of this input field. Now we need to create a new database, a www is equal to new www and the URL of the check value, and then the check form, the www form, and then we yield. What is this URL check value? Going back, I'm sorry, we marked that. Check value is, this is a local URL that can be found on here, sample SQL. We repeat back, going to system, XAMPP, htdocs. This is the local host, the address for the local host, and then we enter to the sample SQL. This is a custom, I made this folder, and then it contains the check value. So that's why the link here is the local host, sample SQL / the name, the last is the name of the PHP file. So moving on, so we need the URL in the check form. Then after the database return check form result, that text, which is a text UI, will be displayed here here on the waiting window. So let's try and check. Remember that these are local server setting. So we need to, in the check value, we need to replace it with a local URL, because these are online SQL server. So let's check and let's see what is the account. For example, we need to access the Rafael. So username is Rafael, password is 123456789. So going back to Unity, maximize, and we make the Rafael. So for example, I didn't input password, it will return insufficient inputs. And then if we make incorrect password, for example, we input 123, only 123, and log in, it will return incorrect. What if we type a new password, 123456789, yet different username, unknown? The username Rafael's is not on the database. It is only Rafael. So if we delete the S and Rafael, and the password is 123456789, here the password is 129, and we log in, it was a success. It means that the process is a success. So we're done on the part 4 of our tutorial. So I think I will end this PHP MySQL database tutorial part 4, and see you on the part 5 of this tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. More to come. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, click subscribe. More to come. Click here to play this video.